And have you ever wondered what happens when two countries join forces against a common rival? It's a fascinating dynamic that can reshape the balance of power in the world. It's a story as old as time itself. But today, it's playing out on a global stage with new players and new stakes. The Philippines and the United States, two nations with a long and complex history, have deepened their military cooperation in a move that has sent ripples across the world. This partnership is built on decades of mutual support and shared interests. At the heart of this partnership lies a shared concern: China's growing influence. As China expands its reach, both nations feel the pressure to respond strategically. The agreement, announced in late 2024, focuses on intelligence sharing. This is not just a symbolic gesture, it represents a significant step in their military alliance. Think of it as two pairs of eyes instead of one, scanning the horizon for potential threats. This enhanced vigilance is crucial in a region fraught with tension. This means the US and the Philippines will now share critical information about military movements, technological advancements, and strategic intentions in the region. Such collaboration can lead to more informed and timely decisions. But why is this important? Why should we care about this alliance? Imagine a game of chess. Each move has consequences, and understanding your opponent's strategy is crucial for victory. In geopolitics, this understanding can be the difference between peace and conflict. Each move in this geopolitical chess game is calculated, and the stakes are incredibly high. The Philippines and the US are making sure they are not caught off guard. In this case, the Philippines and the US are sending a clear message. They are watching, and they are prepared to act together. Their joint military exercises are a testament to their readiness and resolve. This partnership is not just about sharing information, it's about projecting strength and unity in the face of a rising power. It's a strategic move to ensure stability and peace in a volatile region. This recent agreement is about much more than just sharing secrets. It's a comprehensive strategy aimed at bolstering mutual defense and cooperation. It's about deepening an already significant military relationship that has been built over decades of trust and collaboration. The US has been granted access to 4 more military bases in the Philippines, strategically located to enhance regional security. This means American troops, equipment, and resources will be positioned closer to potential hotspots in the region, ready to respond at a moment's notice. Think of it like placing chess pieces strategically on a board, each move calculated to maximize advantage and readiness. Each base acts as a potential launching point for operations, a forward outpost that significantly strengthens the US presence in the region. This access allows for quicker response times, enhanced training exercises, and a greater ability to project power when needed, ensuring stability and peace. For the Philippines, this partnership offers a security blanket, providing reassurance against regional threats. It sends a clear message to any potential aggressors that they are not alone, and that any hostile actions will be met with a unified response. The presence of US forces acts as a powerful deterrent, raising the stakes for any country considering military action in the region and promoting a stable, secure environment for all. Why all this focus on military cooperation? The answer lies in the East China Sea and the South China Sea, where China has been flexing its muscles in recent years. Beijing claims almost the entirety of these resource-rich waters, putting it at odds with its neighbors, including the Philippines. Imagine a small village with a shared well. Suddenly, the biggest villager decides the well belongs only to them, denying access to everyone else. This, in essence, is what China is attempting to do in the South China Sea, claiming territory that has long been used and shared by other nations. The Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all have competing claims in the region. China's assertive actions, including building artificial islands and deploying its coast guard and fishing fleets, have escalated tensions and raised concerns about potential conflict. As you might expect, China isn't exactly thrilled about this US-Philippines agreement. Beijing has accused both countries of stoking tensions and militarizing the region. They argue that the increased US military presence is provocative and undermines regional peace and stability. Imagine a neighbor shining a bright light into your window every night. You might find it irritating, disruptive, and even a little threatening. This is how China views the expanded US military presence in the region, as an unwelcome intrusion into what they see as their backyard. China's response has been a combination of diplomatic protests, economic pressure, and military exercises in the region. They've issued stern warnings, conducted live-fire drills, and flown military aircraft near contested airspace. Their message is clear. They won't back down from what they see as their sovereign territory. Section 5. Ripples in the region. The US-Philippines agreement has sent ripples far beyond these two nations. It's become a focal point for discussions about regional security, global power dynamics, and the future of the Indo-Pacific region. Imagine throwing a stone into a pond. The initial splash is just the beginning. Waves radiate outwards, impacting the entire ecosystem. Similarly, the US-Philippines agreement has created ripples that are being felt across Southeast Asia and beyond. Countries in the region are watching closely, assessing the implications for their own security and foreign policy. Some, like Japan and Australia, have expressed support for the US-Philippines partnership, seeing it as a bulwark against Chinese expansionism. Others are more cautious, worried about getting caught in the middle of a great power rivalry. Section 6. The trade winds shift. The South China Sea isn't just about geopolitical maneuvering, it's also a critical waterway for global trade. This region is a lifeline for the global economy, connecting east and west through a network of shipping lanes. 1/3 of all global shipping passes through these waters, carrying trillions of dollars worth of goods every year. From electronics to clothing, and from oil to food supplies, the cargo that traverses this sea is essential for daily life around the world. Imagine a highway carrying vital supplies for a bustling city. This highway is always busy, always moving, ensuring that the city never runs out of what it needs. Now imagine that highway being threatened with closure. The impact would be immediate and severe, causing shortages and economic turmoil. That's the potential impact of a conflict in the South China Sea. Military tensions could disrupt these vital shipping lanes, leading to a ripple effect across the global economy. It's not just about the countries directly involved. It's about the entire global economy. A disruption here could lead to increased costs, delays, and uncertainty in markets worldwide. The US-Philippines agreement adds another layer of complexity to this already delicate situation. Military alliances and strategic partnerships are being tested and redefined. China has been accused of using its economic clout to pressure countries in the region, offering lucrative trade deals in exchange for siding with them on territorial disputes. This economic diplomacy is a powerful tool in their geopolitical strategy. The US, on the other hand, is promoting a free and open Indo-Pacific, emphasizing the importance of international law and freedom of navigation. They argue that these principles are essential for maintaining peace and stability in the region. Section 7. A delicate balancing act. The US-Philippines agreement highlights the delicate balancing act that many countries in the region face. They must navigate the competing interests of major powers while trying to protect their own sovereignty and economic well-being. Imagine walking a tightrope, with each step requiring careful consideration and balance. That's the challenge for countries in Southeast Asia. They must maintain good relations with both the US and China, avoiding actions that could be seen as picking sides. This balancing act is becoming increasingly difficult as tensions rise between the US and China. Countries are being forced to make tough choices, aligning themselves with one side or the other on issues such as trade, security, and technology. Section 8. Charting the course ahead. The future of the South China Sea remains uncertain. The US-Philippines agreement is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, a puzzle that includes complex historical claims, competing national interests, and the ever-present risk of miscalculation or escalation. Imagine a group of navigators studying maps and weather patterns, trying to chart a safe course through treacherous waters. That's the task facing diplomats and policymakers as they seek to prevent conflict in the South China Sea. Dialogue, diplomacy, and a commitment to international law are essential for reducing tensions and finding peaceful solutions. All parties involved must be willing to engage in good faith, respecting each other's legitimate interests and seeking common ground. Section 9. The future unfolds. The US-Philippines Agreement is a reminder that we live in an interconnected world where events in one corner of the globe can have far-reaching consequences. What happens in the South China Sea will have implications for global security, trade, and the balance of power for decades to come. It's a story that's still being written, a story with many twists and turns yet to come. But one thing is certain: the choices made today by leaders in Washington, Beijing, Manila, and other capitals around the world will shape the future of this vital region and the world we live in. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.